Only John Zogby. Good morning, sir.
Hey, good morning, Bill.
So, for the first time, we're seeing a cause and effect with Donald Trump, and the effect being negative for the first time. We've said, and even Manaski earlier this morning said, I don't think whatever he says matters. But for the first time, it seems to be mattering.
Yeah, it does, because we're in a general election, and the Democrats had a decent convention allowing Hillary Clinton to consolidate her base. So Trump is under obligation now to expand beyond that populist base. There just isn't enough of those folks to win an election unless Hillary, completely collapses. And that's not happening, at least right now.
Yeah. How many times, throughout history have we seen the October surprise? There's a long time between now and November.
Oh, there is, and anything can happen, and especially now, in the way news travels so fast. It used to be, watch the economy the first week of October. The unemployment report, because it would take that long for it to kind of gestate. Now, anything that happens over the weekend or even the day before an election can turn an election.
And so from the economy to potential terrorist attack, we've even seen, I think Obama that actually received a boost after a hurricane and the response that his administration made.
Yeah, Hurricane Sandy was a factor indeed, and helped to isolate the Republicans. And in Romney's case, kind of a reminder of George W. Bush, but during Hurricane Katrina. Yeah. But it was that that flying into New York and to New Jersey, the being embraced literally by Chris Christie at the time. So this is not over. It is not likely that Donald Trump wins this election, but as I remind people, it wasn't likely that he would get past September 1st of last year. So,
how big is the? And of course, Congressman Richard Hanna, locally, one of the first to come out and say not only is he not voting for Trump, but he's voting for Hillary. Now you're seeing you're seeing others throughout the country, and yesterday the National Security GOP members coming out. How damning is it that Republicans are beginning to step away?
If we go by convention and by history, it's very damning. On the other hand, if you're running an anti-establishment campaign where there is anti-establishment furor, then really one of the things that you want is for the entire establishment to be against you. Yeah. Because that fuels you. It's a dangerous gambit in terms of wanting to win. Just how many populists are there out there? Yeah. And, everything has to fall in place for him. That also means that there's such a distrust of your opponent that some of her natural base doesn't turn out to vote. But in essence, he's got to strongly increase the number of white votes, the number of male votes, the number of older white males, uneducated white males, and then get a high percentage of that. I wouldn't bet the farm on his winning, but as I wrote yesterday in Forbes, he's down, but he's not out yet. By any stretch.
And think about any normal candidate probably would be way in the lead right now, but Hillary has so much damage control of her own to deal with that it's a matter of voting for the least the least dangerous, or however the one who doesn't lie as much. It's crazy.
And you're hearing that anecdotally. It's being reflective in the numbers as well. Of course, she's leading now after the last couple of weeks of Donald Trump's behavior. Anybody would be winning. He just did everything wrong. But the fact that she has not locked this up, and the fact that anecdotally even beyond the polls. You seldom hear in conversations, "Oh, she's my candidate. I really like her. How do I volunteer?"
Interesting stuff, but a long way from here to there.
A long way to go.
All right, John. Thanks so much. John Zogby, ZogbyAnalytics.com. Coming up, we'll give you a chance to win boxing tickets for Friday night at the Turning Stone. We have a pair to give away, and we have to answer a question, but I think it's a pretty easy boxing question. We have a good one coming up. News is next to WIBX.